Look at that. But somehow, I need to be more cut. Do I? Do I really? Come on, man. Seriously. Oh, by the way, we're gonna make a video on this guy. Again? Yeah, seriously.
Mom, 1316 Killer's racist, Mom. He's making a video on a black man, Mom.
You don't mind if I clean my glasses, do you? Just give it a little spritz and a rub down? Yeah, we're still talking about my glasses. Okay, they're good. Got it. I've got to be able to see my Wii U pad. The screen resolution on this thing is shit.
Mom, he's using his Wii U pad again, Mom. I'm telling Review Tech USA.
Don't worry, guys. I know this is a half-assed production, but my girlfriend is not handling my camera, okay? I almost couldn't say handling my camera. I'm sorry, I was thinking about something else.
Dear Rich, 1316 Killer still doesn't have a fucking tripod.
I do have a Yoda box that comes in quite handy, where I just set my camera against the Yoda. You know what I'm saying? I think somebody remembered that too. I think they posted that in my last comment section. But what the hell do I know? I know some of you gamers are thinking, how do I get cut like you, 1316 Killer? Well, you do the gamer workout. You just grab a Wii U remote and you do this like 100 fucking times. Trust me, it'll work as long as you take your fat ass outside.
Dear Rich, 1316 Killer said you should go outside.
I hate it when people take things I say seriously. It's a good thing I try to make them comedic on this channel so nobody gets that confused. And speaking of that, what we're going to do today is show you that this guy is a fucking liar. I can't say it any nicer than that. He's just a liar. I could call him a fraud, but we'll use liar because he's a liar. I've got notes. Good thing is I had a pair of notes from yesterday. I wrote some new notes so I wouldn't have to waste too much time on this. Even though I did, Jay. Thanks a lot. Now, UPS might actually knock on my door while I'm making this because I'm waiting for a really cool package. Cooler than the one that's in my pants. I know I mentioned this a while back, but I'm having some lighting issues in here. That's why you haven't seen me make any videos standing in front of my television. But we're going to try to do this so I can get this jackass on the screen. And get this jackass on the screen at the same time. And I'm sitting in my Xbox One racing chair, mind you, that I spent $1,800 on. Not bragging, just letting you know this is my Xbox One racing chair. Keep that in mind, okay? So, let's begin. Here's the funny thing. I make a video about somebody. I didn't put them in my about description. I didn't put them in the title. And I didn't say their name in my video. And my lighting suddenly got bad. And because they're not a big YouTuber, nobody says that I used the audio to get famous. Okay, isn't that interesting? But anyway, what's great is when they make videos and then they put me, picture, my name, I'm getting free advertisements, so that works out real good. But let's go ahead and listen to his video. Not all of it, for Christ's sake, okay? So let's get to the beginning of this thing. Let's pass by his music. The longest fucking intro ever. Thank God it's almost over. I'm not talking about mine. I'm talking about his. All right. What's up, gamers? Let's get in the video. All right, let's move the chair forward so we can see this class clown.
I want to give a big shout out to
big shout out to me.
None other than
me.
Killer, man. He came into one of my the last video that I made, the disappointed with the gaming community, the fucking community, all that kind of shit. He came in there and he blasted me in the comment section and said I couldn't sit to 15 minutes of this shit. You know, his typical lingo and
Let's
stuff
pause
like
it right there. My typical lingo. Well, my typical lingo is I never leave comments underneath video game related videos because I don't watch that many of them. But my friend happened to find this video. He left something in the comment section and I left him a message, not this guy, telling him I can't sit through 15 minutes of this. because it was that bad. I would rather bang my fucking head against this steering wheel for 10 fucking minutes than to have to watch this guy's 30-minute fucking video. No less break it fucking down for entertainment. But that's what I did because my friend asked me to, okay? Because that's how I roll with my friends. My typical lingo, okay?
That, and I'm talking about within minutes.
Within minutes.
Man. This brother went through and he roasted the shit out of me in a video.
So within minutes, mind you, of me leaving that message, suddenly I posted a video, which is really odd considering I post videos through my phone, and it was a 30-minute video, and it took over 3 hours to fucking upload. So apparently, that's within minutes. And let's discuss the fact that hours later, I started writing the video, which took me like 2 hours because I had to rewatch his 30-fucking-minute video, then break it down, which took me fucking 30 minutes. So that was at least a 2-hour preparation, like this video, because I had to go back and listen to all the fucking nonsense he said, okay, and make my points. But somehow, within minutes of watching his video, within minutes, I made my 30-minute response video. And it's funny he says that, because we'll point out within minutes here in a minute, if I can remember, when we look at another one of his videos. Actually, it's on this video right here, but you can't see it. As soon as we unpause it, check this out. He literally made a response video to mine within minutes, because I'm still in the thumbnail.
First of all, I want to thank this man, because, you know, he has 21,000 subscribers. And he's doing exactly what most people do to get more subs, more likes. What's this? Somebody makes a bullshit video. Somebody like him comes back.
Now he's telling his subscribers, and he's telling people that watch this video, his video was just bullshit. It was all make-believe. It was just pretend. He was just kidding. Okay? That's interesting. So what does that say about his subscribers and the comment section where everybody agreed with what he had to say in that video, and then he proceeded to agree with them in the comment section, and then they proceeded to have a circle jerk in that comment section? But what does that say about the people now if he made them all look like a bunch of jackasses, and supposedly that was just make-believe, right? It was just pretend, is what he's telling us now.
Encountered it with a definitive, you know, point out all the stupid shit this guy says in this video thing, and he roasted me in the video. And it's really great because if you read the comment section, man, people were just eating it up. Like, I even came in here and I laughed, you know, I joked around. I even told him, man, good job on clowning in the video. Because to me, that's bringing more attention to my channel. But at the same time, I love it. This guy right here, gaming community, is full of bitch-ass sensitive nerds. Thought that was funny. I am dumber listening to this dude facepalm. This shit is hilarious. Well, I know where to spend my 30 minutes. Was gonna go play Watch Dogs 2. Okay, you know you got this.
Now he didn't understand that, so I'm gonna break that down for him. What he meant was my video just popped up and notified him right before he was gonna play Watch Dog 2, and then he got excited because he gets to watch a video by this guy, 1316 Killer, who apparently makes some people laugh. So he knew what he was going to do with the next 30 fucking minutes. Hello, McFly! Okay, just had to get that out of my system.
Section. One guy called me crap gamer's lost brother. Got the other dude here about to eat some Chinese food. Killer. Post a video they made. Thanks, this other guy, this guy banned him earlier. Thanks, that's B Shadows Gaming. He's a complete moron. Thank you. I'm a complete moron. Thank you. That's why I make more money than you. Fuck yourself. Anyway, so I go to the next.
I'm a complete moron. Thank you. Go fuck yourself. That's why I make more money than you. Dude, you're like a grown-ass man. I know I act like an ass on my channel, and I am a grown-ass man. But what grown-ass man reads that comment and then goes, I make more money than you? But fuck you, okay? You don't even know who that is, okay? How do you know you make more money than them? But whatever.
Next one, dude says, hey, it's early, whatever, this and that. The Last of Us looks amazing on PS4 Pro, way better, much better than the PS3 version. Okay, if you say so. You know what I mean?
Okay, stop right there. So the guy tells him The Last of Us does look better on PlayStation 4 than it does PlayStation 3. And he's like, oh, whatever, if you say so. Meanwhile, he's trying to tell everybody he's not a fanboy because he owns all consoles. Now, I'll be truthful right here. I own all consoles. I just sold my Xbox because I plan on buying an Xbox X. So I went ahead and sold my S, okay? I'm sitting in an Xbox racing chair because of Forza, okay? But I, right now, prefer PlayStation. Now, if I had more friends that were satisfied with the Xbox experience, not just Xbox Live, but the total package, then maybe that would be my preferred console. But right now, my preferred console is PlayStation Pro and my Nintendo Switch. Now, will my preferred console change this Christmas? Maybe. We don't know. But Sony still has better exclusives to me on a personal level than Microsoft, because I don't care for Halo and I don't care for Gears, but I do love Forza, and that's why I continue to buy the Microsoft brand and spend money on an $1,800 racing setup, okay? So with that out of the way, just want to be honest with all the fellow gamers out there.
It's just they was roasting me in the section, which I thought was cool. You know, that's cool, man. You know, I got some.
It is. It's fun.
Channel. Now, the reason I'm giving him the props on this because he took the initiative to just point out little clips. He does what most everybody does when they want to make.
You mean I took the initiative to actually make a video entertaining? That's fucking crazy talk.
You know, a video about somebody, and they take pieces of it, pause it, say some fucked up shit about the person, then do this and do this and do this. Thing is, it doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? Because I know for a fact I'm not a fanboy, so I'm good with that. So
it doesn't bother him because he's not a fanboy. So it doesn't bother him because he's not a fanboy. But immediately after I made my video, this video was posted. It's called Seriously? Eat a Dick. That's interesting.
Last video that you saw, man, it seemed like I got a bunch of hate, a bunch of negative shit. Got people trolling me on Twitter with nonsense. Even had to block a couple people that's been, long past due of blocking. But basically, I love how the fact that the moment I say something bad about something.
Yes, this is the exact same guy. He used a voice changer to make his voice sound more ominous.
Then I am an Xbox fanboy. I love that. I love that comment. You're showing your Xbox fanboyism. You're showing your Xbox fanboyism. Really, motherfucker? Okay, first of all,
he loves it so much he made a 12-minute video telling everybody to eat a dick.
Console, every generation. I support every console, every generation. The difference between me and you is I'm an actual gamer. I actually buy, not only buy, I purchase them.
I couldn't imagine being almost 40 years old and telling people the difference between me and you is I don't fucking know you, but I'm an actual fucking gamer. Seriously? It's video games, man.
I play them. You motherfuckers don't play half the shit you buy.
I have no idea what I'm talking about. But you, whoever you are out there in YouTube land, in my comment section, you don't play half the shit you buy.
My gamer tag and PSN profile shows I play what I actually fucking buy. Ooh. Like when you go in there and you trade in 90% of your collection when the year is over, I keep my shit.
Pulling it out of his ass.
At the end of the day, I plan on going back and playing that shit again later. Okay. I am a gamer. Ooh. I also have a PC that is more powerful than all my fucking consoles because I am a gamer.
Hey guys, just to let you know, I'm almost 40 years old and I'm a gamer. And by the way, I have a PC. Okay, who doesn't have a fucking PC? It's like having a microwave and a goddamn cell phone, jackass.
play games on PC as well. I spend the money to build it correctly.
Here we go talking about
I go
money
an
again.
An extra out of every way I can to make sure that everything is the way it's supposed to be. That's what I do. Unlike the rest of you mother lovers, you don't do that. But the moment I say something bad about a company that's doing something negative, oh, I'm bad. I'm the opposite fan. I'm a fanboy of the opposite. Motherfucker, eat a dick. Like, seriously. You don't know me.
Now, if you couldn't understand him, he said, motherfucker, eat a dick, okay? I know it sounded like he had dicks in his mouth, but that's what he was telling you.
You motherfucker. I work in this industry. I know what the fuck goes on. You don't. I do. So don't fucking try to tell me I'm doing something because you don't like what the fuck I say. You're not here to like what the fuck I say. What you're supposed to do is listen and understand why I am saying what I am saying. Obviously, there's a disgust with me with Sony right now.
So, what you should do is when someone tells you to eat a dick and calls you a motherfucker, you should seriously listen to them when it comes to video game advice. Do you understand that, motherfuckers? Eat a dick!
Mom, 1316 killer will put anything in his mouth, Mom. Anything that looks phallic.
Now keep in mind, he told you that the video he made was just bullshit. Yet, he immediately made this video where he told everybody to eat a dick over it, okay? I make a lot of dumb videos on my channel, hopefully to get some laughs from my audience. And when people take them too seriously, I never make a follow-up video where I tell everyone to eat a dick. Usually I explain what was going on and some of the jokes, right? I don't just tell people, hey, I work in the gaming industry, eat a dick. And just because you buy in used games at GameStop doesn't mean you work in the fucking gaming industry. Just because you stock games in the Walmart glass case does not mean you work in the gaming industry. Just because you buy video games at Target does not mean you work in the gaming industry. Just because you sell used games on eBay does not mean you work in the gaming industry. Just because you put more hours into beating a game than you do holding down a job does not mean you're in the gaming industry.
When I see these videos, it's really funny because it's amazing that I had to make these two, or this dumbass video to get some clicks and bait. I had to do a negative title, some clickbait avatar. I had to do all this to get some attention to my channel. You know what I'm saying? Bear in mind how many years I've been on YouTube, even my previous channel where I deleted it.
First off, the only reason I came across it is my friend watched it and thought it was stupid and sent it to me and said make something out of this. And that's exactly what I did. And he's like breaking it down on this intellectual level. I had to do this and I had to put clickbait here and I had to do that. And I don't know why I'm talking this way because he really doesn't talk like that, but maybe he kind of does, doesn't he? That's why he had to use the voice changer to sound more ominous.
How many subs, how many years it took me to get that many subs, you know what I'm saying? And since I've been back, my video views have been shit, like absolute shit. So you
maybe because your videos are shit.
You know, I had to make a video ranting on about Sony, ranting on about, you know, gaming and bullshit like that to get some attention. And the only reason I did that because you think about it, what's the biggest thing right now? Bias media. Hey.
So he's still not owning up to this, and he's trying to tell you that that whole video that you only heard the audio to was bullshit. It was all make-believe. It was just whatever.
This and this and this. Sony, anti-Sony. I went ham on it. It's an anti-Microsoft world, so I did it in this video. Clown on it. Look what happens. 240 fucking views. 200 views. Man, that's in less than a few hours, in less than whatever, the same day.
That's not a lot of views, guy. That's because I had a couple of hundred subs go and check out your video because people were talking and somebody figured out who I was talking about and they went to go check your channel out because it was a ridiculous fucking video, okay? Went ham. He clowned. Hard as a motherfucker, okay? I had to look that up on the Urban Dictionary, I'm not gonna lie, okay? Didn't know what going ham was, but I thought I kind of understood it when he was talking about clown. Because basically, he's saying he's clowning everyone. He clowned me, right? I got fooled, okay? But then he's telling you he clowned his fucking audience is what he's saying. So doesn't that make his audience look like fucking idiots, his subscribers? Now here's where he's going to try to bullshit you some more.
Every exclusive ever made because I fucking hate Sony. You believe that shit. And I love the way everybody ate it up. Like, you just ate that shit up. It was like instant views. And I'm glad I made that point, because this is what YouTube is now. It's a fucking bunch of anti-console back and forth dumb shit. You know,
back and forth anti-console dumb shit. That's from the guy that made the video right before this one, "You can eat a dick," and then proceeds to tell everybody that he's disgusted with Sony. Tell me how that makes any fucking sense. Hypocritical much? I wish I had all the time to show you all this stuff, how this guy's completely hypocritical and just a liar. I don't. He turned the comments off to this video, so he said this was a fake video. He was clowning. He was hamming, okay? But then he turned the comments off, and I thought, well, wait a minute. If he was hamming, if he was clowning, why would you then agree with what everybody's talking about in this video, patting you on the back and having a circle jerk in the comment section? So I went back to get some things out of the comment section to share with y'all, and his comments are turned off. Well, that's fucking amazing, but I do have one written down right here that my friend sent me a picture of. And he's arguing with my buddy in the comment section, and he says to my buddy, actually, you're wrong, because blah, 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 fucking blah, let's not overlook how much Sony is doing wrong to our gaming community as he rips, as they are ripping us off on all levels. Okay. So Sony's ripping us off on all levels. You don't seem to have an issue with Microsoft. You seem to have an issue with the fact that The Last of Us on the PlayStation 4 Pro doesn't look any better than the PS3 version. And somehow the Halo collection, which Part 2 is fantastic, those games look better than The Last of Us. And it looks like The Last of Us just has Sony turned up the contrast ratio. Okay, clearly you're not a fanboy, okay? But you do clearly prefer a particular system over the other, okay? And you're a liar. By the way, the so-called fake video you supposedly clowned everybody on, this is from underneath there, okay? And he goes on to talk about Sony just charging us a bunch of money. So if Sony is charging us a shit ton of money, let's see if I can get to that part. Now remember, he tried to tell you that he's clowning in this video. This video is fake. It's bullshit. He did it to get attention. Okay, well, with that said, clearly, I read to you what he posted in the comment section in the other video, which goes along with, which is what the narrative that's going on in this video. But if he's clowning, if he's putting on an act, watch his kid come in the room and watch what he does.
Fucking Resident Evil, Mega Man, they don't have anything. Capcom is like at a dumbfounding thing. They're taking the most the biggest titles and they're doing things to make them bigger.
Does that look like an act?
Stuff like that. So. Huh? You sit down. And they don't have anything to this.
So if he's putting on an act, wouldn't you be like completely thrown off that your kid come in and then you're like, meh, you could sit down. Okay, I'm going to go back into my act, right? That's the first time.
I don't have anything to save them. You know what I'm saying? And it's pretty sad, you know, my son interrupted my video. But,
does that seem like an act? Would you suddenly get out of character and say, well, my son interrupted my video, if it was an act?
Capcom is not trying to go out like that. Remember Trade West? Remember Sierra? You know, remember all these bigger other game companies we used to have? What about all the Sony studios that made Siphon Filter and all the other exclusive games that came out on PS2? Those studios are gone. But the difference is people quietly closed those studios, said jack shit about it because it's PlayStation. There should never be any kind of negative press towards the PlayStation. So these guys have made it to to a point of their life. They're not going to say anything bad about it. They want these guys to succeed. And that's where the problem lies, is the fact that they want these guys to succeed. And so to make them succeed, they have to lie about everything they do. They have to hide the truth from them. They don't need anything negative in the press to show that their company's doing bad. Even when they're screwing gamers over in the community with PS Now, PS View, and all the other shit. They're lies about backwards compatibility. They're lying about so much.
Does that seem like an act? And who would say that except for someone that clearly prefers Microsoft over Sony?
Stuff because they can't make Sony look bad. Sony needs to look good in every aspect of light because they want them to be on a higher level to the point that everybody goes buys their content. If you go right now in any retail store, whether it be Target, Best Buy, Walmart, GameStop, movie trading companies, Entertainment Mart, you can go to any gaming company right now, one stop, whatever, stores. You can go to these stores and their shelves are just fucking bare of PS4 games. They don't have any fucking games. Everybody's like, oh, they must have sold out, man. Must be some great titles out. And da-da-da-da. They didn't have no damn games. They don't have any. That's no damn games. They got... Everybody's like, oh, they must have sold out, man. Must be some great titles out. And da-da-da-da. They didn't have no damn games. They don't have any. That's no damn games. They got third-party central. They got an exclusive sprinkled out every once in a while. I mean, that's like me taking some nerds out of this fucking package and pouring in my hand, and I can count the different colors. At the end of the day, there's still only 8 colors in this son of a bitch. Even though it looks like there's a whole bunch of them there. You see what I'm saying? It's only got 8 colors. Everything else is just extra copies. And people need to understand that's a reality, man. And this company crumbling on their butt cheeks and the media lying for them is not going to save them. Them as a...
Who comes up with this media lying for them narrative, crap gamer?
Company are going to have to save them. Start cutting the fat, man. Start cutting the losses. Look.
Now, does this seem like an act? Or somebody that truly believes what they're fucking saying? Hence why I made the first video.
The cell phones are great. Their cell phones are great. Their cell phones are massively fucking over cost. Everything. Every Sony X8, XZ, Z8, X8 Ultra, whatever them damn phones are called, the X1, L1s, 2, 175s, I don't give a shit what they call. The fact is, those phones are overpriced. Way fucking overpriced.
What does that have to do with PS4?
The fact that they wanted to do that and release those things, hey, go get that flash drive, we'll put it in here.
Now, he just stopped to talk to his kid. It's not like me. It's not like me suddenly going, hey, Rich from Mutech USA. Oh, and by the way, guys, no, but this is all an act. He hammed us. He clowned us. He fooled me. And all his fucking subscribers are in the comment section patting him on the back, stroking his fucking ego, going, you got him. How fucking stupid are these people? Now here he is talking to his kid in the same tone, in the same manner, and his kid's not, Dad, what's wrong with you? Are you putting on an act? What's going on in here? And who uses a green screen and just throws a random office background of all the fucking things you could have put behind you? He's not in an office, in case y'all were wondering. That's just a green screen, and that's a random office shot.
That's what I'm saying. Watch it in here. And then,
but it's an act.
They're just like way overpriced. And the fact, close my door.
It's an act.
And
even close your doors.
They're massively overpriced. And it's so bad that they're so overpriced that people still, that's why they're not selling. See, the problem with Sony is their solution to saving their company is to fuck everybody over. Let's get everything at the highest cost it is and just fucking sell it. That's their solution.
Let's stop right there. Is that why, McFly, the PlayStation came out $100 fucking cheaper at launch than the Microsoft fucking console? It's probably why we're in this fucking situation now. But apparently, Sony only fucks its consumers by taking $100 off their fucking console before they fucking launch it. Now, since he's clearly not a fanboy, okay, of Microsoft, and he's telling you that that video we just watched was only an act and he clowned us and he hammed us, here's a video in his archives, by the way, called Sony Hates Their Fanboys. Fanboys in Denial. Now, he's not trolling. He truly believes this shit, but when somebody calls him out on it, he just says he's clowning, he's hamming. So let's go back at a previous video, this video here,
5 million.
and let's listen to this.
And I'm like, you do realize that you're bragging about 3.5 million out of 6 million consoles. How the fuck is that something to brag about? They
Talking about
got 65
Sony.
million consoles, but you sold 3 million games. That's not even 5% of the actual consoles on the market, but you want to brag about they sold 3.5 million. I'm like, that is nothing to brag about. And what really pissed me off was the Sony fanboys came in there. Why is the stream stuttering? Oh, probably I clicked off of it. Hold up, let me click off of it. The motherfuckers gonna sit here and brag about these sales, and I'm like, is this all Sony guys can do is brag about these same sales of these same fucking games over and over again? You do realize that Sony is still going broke at the end of the day, yet you still brag like they making millions.
Okay, so if you're not a console fanboy, why would you concern yourself about that? If you were supposedly clowning us in that video and putting the video on ham, or whatever the fuck you want to call that, then why does this video exist with the exact same fucking narrative as what's in the other video where you're acting, okay, where you're clowning us and your kid walks in and he doesn't see anything different with dad, okay? Here's why. Because you're a fucking liar.